Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. Quick look again here at ICP. Promised I'd try to get this on the double play out here for the daily. So we're just gonna see what's going on with ICP, what's happening since we looked at it earlier today. I would say honestly not a tremendous amount has happened because the price was pulling back when I looked at this last. It bottomed out here at this lower level, 0.236 at $9.16 as a close approximate. And of course has came up and retested it and is now potentially pulling back. So there is a constellation. I'm just going to open this so you can kind of understand that we are in a rising wedge type of pattern, or sorry, correction, falling wedge, which coincidentally are actually bullish, where rising or falling wedges are falling wedges are bullish, rising wedges are bearish. Okay, it just kind of the name sounds odd, but when it pulls back, similar to a bull flag, it has more propensity to increase and break upward. So what we need to do, honestly, though, is we need to break above any of these two key levels. I would say 950, 970, preferably $10, but beggars can't be choosers, as they say. So in this case here, again, that's the constellation, positive things, but is it the reason to take a trade? Probably not. We want to look at a lot of other key factors. So just know, if you're not savvy with the channel yet, I love teach people to trade. I've been trading for over 20 years, and I have a trading academy, community, and signal group. If you're curious, check that out. CryptoCash.tech is a site. Do have a tremendous amount of new members, so welcome aboard. Happy to have you along there, and congrats on majority of the profits we've been taking here. Every trade has been working out very well. We've only had one stop loss this month, and somewhere in the range of 30 to 40 successful trades. So I am super, super happy. I'll have those results out soon, but if you're curious about the month to date, we're at about 2,600 as of the 18th of December. And it is the 29th of December, so it's pretty awesome. It's going to be a good one. That being said, daily time frame, let's look at the moving averages here. We're above the moving averages. 20 is the most important one there initially for the trend setter. So we're still bullish, and I hate to just even emphasize the word bullish because we had a massive uptrend and now we're range bound. So in truth, it doesn't feel like it's bullish, but the overall sentiment is still good. If we take a look, however, at the moving averages, or correction, sorry, this RSI, stochastic RSI, money flow index, those are all tapering off and coming down. We're trying to get a convergence here, but we haven't yet, so that could potentially take off. However, if we look at traditional MACD, really not a lot to say here. It's bearish and it's moving down. Okay, so again, a lot of these things are disadvantageous, not fantastic. Price has been more susceptible to pumping and dumping in short periods of time. We've caught a nice candle wick with ICP couple days ago, if I recall correctly. What is it? ICP 25% in 2 hours, and the price has kind of gone sideways since. So we still have that trade open, but we took most of our profit and adjust our stop loss to break even. So all well and good, right? That's the whole concept. That's how you take profit, is to ensure that you take, I recommend 60, 70, 80% your first target, and the last few targets, let them ride, and make sure your stop loss is in good order. That said, taking a look at the 4-hour time frame, we can note a few key factors here. MACD is diverging. A lot of coins are doing that. This hasn't really changed too much. When we see stochastic RSI swinging down, we're under 50 on the RSI still. Money flow index is coming out. So there's more selling pressure than buying pressure. No other way around it. Okay, so again, it's not a fantastic situation here by any stretch. Kind of a reach if you're trying to think about potential long position right now. We are at a 6 right now, though, so keep in mind this coin does have a tendency of hitting 8s or 9s and then turning itself around. So for example, we saw that, and there, hypothetically, we're at a 6 or a 7. We could see the price increase as a potential relief rally, so to speak. A lot of this hinges on Bitcoin stabilizing and relaxing. We are about an hour away or 40 minutes away from candlestick close for Bitcoin. There's a solid chance that Bitcoin could just kind of stop being an idiot today and just kind of go sideways the rest of the weekend, and then these alts can recover. I think that's a strong probability, but a lot of it depends on Bitcoin dominance. Be sure to watch my Bitcoin videos if you're curious about that. Earlier today it was up, but it keeps going up and down. It's not really super static. Or sorry, it is static and it's not really steady. So having said all that, let's go ahead and take a look at the hourly and effectively understand where we're at here. So moving averages, not great. We're below all 4. We're not going to worry about the MACD and all that stuff. I prefer to use those on larger time frames, but I do love using the Ichimoku cloud, and we've confirmed bearish here, pretty solid. So again, we got this situation here. Conversion lines below the baseline, not great. It's also coincidentally right there at about 965, a strong resistance wall based on the cloud, and lagging span's not free and clear. So I do got news for you folks. A long position is not really an ideal situation. The only reason we might want to consider long position without getting confirmation completely is if we were to establish higher highs and higher lows. So what that's going to look like here is we need to get above this most recent high here, Okay, so ideally the price goes like this and does one of these, and that's when you consider an entry right in this range here. Okay, because again, until we break this pattern, we're not in good shape. You could also argue too, again, if you're super sold on this being a falling wedge pattern, which it is, that's basically what we got going on here, right? Price actions retesting top and bottom in a descending pattern. The breakout for that is to consolidate sideways and to essentially break, again, the most recent high. So you have to break the most recent high to have any luck with that, okay? So again, try not to be the folk that's like, oh, cool, it's 950, we're just gonna take a long and hope for the best. You might get lucky, but that's not how you're supposed to trade. Okay, again, just some friendly advice. All right, so those are all the things I like to look for. I do not have any consideration for a position on this coin right now. Since we took most of our profit and we're letting the rest ride, we're still in good shape. I do feel like we have a bearish sentiment scenario right now, but I don't think it's like one of those, the price is going to drop super hard. It really just depends on how Bitcoin's behaving, right? So if we take a look at this and Bitcoin's been selling off pretty hard today, and ICP's been maintaining this range. So it did sell off, but not quite as aggressive as a lot of other coins. Okay, Solana's in a very similar situation there, maintaining that 105 range, and it's looking decent if you compare it with Bitcoin. Okay, so again, a lot of good stuff here. I like it. ICP looks fantastic. In a gloomy kind of way. All right. So, all right. Hope that made sense. Last thing I want to talk to you about, and this is extremely important as well, because we have a lot of our US, Canadian, UK members requiring KYC with their exchanges they're using. Bitunix does not require that. Phenomenal exchange, link down below for significant benefit rewards. These guys are awesome. Okay, they get really good benefits too if you use them before year end, and essentially meet the qualifications there. It's really easy to deposit funds and easy exchange. That's kind of the idea, anyways, right? I think you're going to grow to love them though. Our community has really high regard, and I can say I like it a lot too. My favorite so far. All right, folks, that's all I got for you. Have a great rest of your day. We'll get to know you better. Look forward to having a great rest of your day. We'll see you soon.